Well, good morning. How is everybody on this lovely morning? Good? Well, I am so glad to see the young, the middle-aged, and the little bit older up here with us today. Good morning, church family. How are you all this morning? Praise God to be in the house of the Lord. It is such a beautiful, beautiful day. It's like the weather is crisp and cool, so it's really beautiful out there. Well, today I want to talk to you guys about something very, very important. So, quick question. Do you know how special you are to God?
Yes.
Tell me how special you are.
Very special.
What's very special look like? They're all speechless, I agree. When it comes to God, we don't even know, our brains can't even think about how special we are to Him. So, do you know that God thinks about you a lot? Yes. So, quick question. About how many thoughts do you think that we have in one day? Any guesses?
3,000.
3,000 thoughts. We have 3,000 thoughts. Any other guesses?
4 million.
4 million thoughts. You're a heavy thinker.
600.
600. That's a little low on the thinking scale. A day. Well, you guys are all in a different range, so let's just go to what scientists have found, that we can think from 50 to 80,000 thoughts per day, which is an average of about 2,100 to 3,300 thoughts per hour. That's a lot of thinking. Does your brain ever hurt from thinking so much? Not yet. Well, you're at 600 thoughts. So you gotta amp up your thoughts, okay? So we're gonna work on James and his thought count. So scientists say, what percentage of those thoughts do you think are negative now? So from 0 to 100%, we're having about 60,000 thoughts a day, about 2,000 to 3,000 thoughts per hour. How many of those thoughts? Give us a percentage. So if you look at a pie, you can cut it in half, you can say 50%, you could cut it in fours. Can you see my pie with me, guys? Okay, so what percentage do you think of our thoughts that are negative?
I don't know.
We have a don't know.
40%.
A 40%? 5%?
85.
85%. Okay. Well, at the National Scientist Foundation, they say about 80% of our thoughts are negative. So James, who doesn't think much, thought you get a grand prize. High five to Daddy. That was a good thought. So, and 95% are repetitive. So you repeat 80% of those negative thoughts 95% of the time. Now, how do you think you might be feeling when you have these thoughts coming up? Now, I need Miss Betty to come up and help me hold up our... Okay, so here's our brain. We forgot to show our brain picture. This is our brain, right? Does it look kind of like a brain, maybe? No? Okay, sorry. So we have some of these negative thoughts. What are some negative thoughts we can think? We're not going to spend too much time on that.
You look bad.
Huh?
Bad.
People might feel like they don't look so good.
You don't do the dishes.
You don't do the dishes.
Angry.
Angry, right? So there's lots of bad thoughts that we can have sometimes in our brain. And we have some here: sad, alone, mad, hurt. The weather can make people sad. Little health tip: if you're feeling a little down, try some vitamin D. But in this weather, when the sun's not out, you could be missing somebody. You could have issues at school. You could feel hungry. Lots of things can make you feel sad. So what do you think your brain's gonna have, your thoughts are gonna look like? Do you think that's a good picture if you're thinking a lot of negative thoughts all the time? Do you think this person's brain is full of these negative thoughts? And so they're gonna be, what do these faces look like?
Mad and sad.
Mad and sad all the time. Think about that. That's very true. So now we need to get these thoughts together, right? So we need to, how do you think we can know about how we should start thinking?
Think positive.
Think positive thoughts, and who will we learn that from?
God.
From God. Yes, yes, yes. So here we go. My next thing, okay, so now we go back to God. So do you think God wants us to live life thinking bad thoughts? No, right? So God told us in His Word, a cheerful heart makes good medicine. So a cheerful heart is so important. So how can you always be happy? Like what James said here was, happy are those people whose God is the Lord. And so, back to our thoughts. So our thoughts have a lot to do with our happiness, right? So what are some good thoughts that we can have? God loves me. Yeah. God, hold on.
God cares for me.
Yes, God cares for me.
I look amazing today.
I look amazing today. In God's eyes, yes, amen. And how does God think about us? God says, for I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a hope and a future. So if we think 80,000 thoughts a day, how many thoughts do you think God thinks a day?
Infinity.
Infinity! Perfect answer. His thoughts cannot be measured. They can't be numbered. I forgot my sand, which is probably a good thing because it could have made a little bit of a mess up here. But God must think, what's the biggest number you can say?
1,320.
1,320, what's the biggest number you can say?
50 billion thoughts.
50 billion, what's the biggest number?
10 quadrillion.
10 quadrillion, I've never heard of a quadrillion. You might be onto something. So there's this thing called a Googleplex, time plus 100. So there is no actual number. Numbers never stop, and that is God. They have this Googleplex that's like something plus 100 zeros to the 10th time something something. Okay, so if God thinks all those thoughts about us, He wants us to think nice thoughts too. So God told us, how precious are your thoughts about me? They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them because they outnumber the sand. Do you think you could count all the pieces of sand at the beach?
No.
Have you ever tried?
Maybe.
Oh, girl on a mission. I like that. Yes, so think of all the beaches in the world. God's thoughts about you can't be numbered, about baby James, about big James, about Amara, Kayla. They can't be numbered, right? And so He thought about all the people in the whole world. And guess what all the thoughts are? Do you remember what all the thoughts are? Are they good or bad?
Good.
Yes, they're thoughts of peace to give us hope and a future. Isn't that amazing? So let's see. Now our brain has some changes. We're thinking, can you read these for us?
Joy, peace, confident, happy, understanding, good about you, patience, healthy, kindness.
Yes, so we're having all these wonderful thoughts. And so what do you think is going to happen to our brain now? Our brain is going to start thinking good thoughts. And what happens to how we feel? Tell us with those faces.
Happy and peaceful.
Peaceful, like they're, because what are they thinking about? Read those hearts.
helping others know God's love, reading the Bible to learn God's love when sad things happen for us.
Yes, because guess what? You can't avoid sad things. Like Sister Elba said today, there are something kind of sad happening today, and it's the last time for a short while that we're gonna see some friends here, but instead of thinking sad thoughts, we can think good thoughts and share them with them, right? Okay, so some good thoughts that we are going to think with them today and share with them and deliver them some love to show our thoughts. Here you go.
We wish.
Stand first. So, we're putting them on the spot because that's what we love to do. The roofs. So I have to quick say that I know Rollin. I met Rollin at my old job, and he was the, I don't know how that title is, but he was in charge of the health department, making sure the whole facility was clean, was organized, was put together. Pretty much what he did here. He's the ultimate organizer, right?
Yes.
More than maintenance, though. He oversaw it all because they knew his gift, right? So I just don't have the good title for that. He knows. So this is where I met him, and then coming here, I saw the very same qualities and traits that we all miss so very much at Manor Care West Reading. So we just have some well wishes, some good thoughts that we want to think, because we don't want to be sad about them going, because God is going to do something amazing, right? Like Sister Elba said, he's going to shine a light through them now in Colorado, right? So what is your well wish that you have?
We wish you deeper love in your imagination and your marriage. We wish you safe and easy travel.
We wish you to know even more.
Sorry.
We wish you to know even more of God's love. We wish you financial increase. We wish you more peace of God.
We thank you for all your service to these.
Absolutely. So they have done so much. So if we could deliver our roses to them and let them know how thankful we are for all that they have done. And we have a card here that says, will you be missed? Yes. Forgotten? Yeah. Will you be missed? Yes. Forgotten? Never. Wish the best? Always. To Tina and Rollin, goodbye and good luck to you. God bless you always. From the Rodriguez family. All right, so, and now we will have prayer to collect our offering.
For everybody, please let us have a wonderful this day, and let us remember this children's story. In the name of Jesus we pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. And now we will collect our children's offering.